What's up, guys? It's Ty with H24 Outdoors here, and today I've got a tipped video for you beginners, and I'm going to be showing y'all how to rig pre-rigged Carolina rigs. And if you're asking yourself, what is a pre-rigged Carolina rig? What is a Carolina rig? All it is you got a weight with a pretty good leader behind it, so your bait's just kind of free floating in the water. And the reason I would recommend these pre-rigged Carolina rigs to you beginners is because it's kind of a tassel to mess with putting the glass beads and everything, whenever you can just go ahead and spend the extra $2 and just get the full package. This is a 6 cents tungsten, and for you beginners out there, this is a half ounce. I would totally recommend a half ounce to anybody starting out. It's a great midweight. You can fish really deep with it, but you can also drag it up shallow with no problems at all. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So, Carolina rig is a very simple yet effective strategy. And all you're going to do, and I would like to throw this out there, it's all personal preference as far as how long you want that leader. Basically, you just got, I do about a 2.5 to 3 foot leader. I like to go a little shorter in like a little more stained water and a little longer in clear water, just because this is a big, bulky weight. And the only reason you have this is just to make noise. It's just a weight with glass beads and tungsten. So it's gonna be down there making a lot of noise. Sounds like a bait fish making noise down there. Sounds like a crawfish, you name it, that's what it sounds like. And all you're gonna do is you take your leader and bite it off your main line, just like that. And a lot of guys like to switch up the line. I kind of get lazy, so I don't really do all that. I just tie the leader right off my main line, and all you're gonna do is I tie a Palomar knot, and it's important if you tie the Palomar knot to tie the weight on first, because if you go to tie it on the main line in the second knot, then you're not going to be able to pull it around, and that's going to make your knot weak, and you don't want that. And got that on there like so, and bite that tag off. Don't recommend biting the line. My dentist told me it's bad for you, so I'm sorry, Dr. Pasco, but I'm going to do it for the video. And so now that you've got your line tied on to the butt end, the rear end of this Carolina rig, you're going to come to your main line here and do the same thing. Just a Palomar knot, nothing crazy. Palomar knot works for me. If you're a beginner, that's a perfect knot to tie. And just bring all that through and pull that tag in there. All right. So now you've got this Carolina rig. It's attached. This is the main line I'm holding, and this other end is the tag in. You're going to take your hook. I use a 3/0 EWG. The hook really depends on your plastic. And same thing, just going to tie a Palomar knot. You're going to be an expert at tying knots after you rig a Carolina rig. And it's only worse if you don't buy pre-rigs. So for beginners, it's way easier just to buy the pre-rig, spend the extra money, and also you have less room for error, because tying 3 knots, you have a great chance at messing up one of them, and then that's going to make you mad when you lose a fish. All right, so we got that hook tied on there. This is what is this? This is a Z-Man Pro Crawls. The Z-Man baits are great for Carolina rigs. I don't care what everybody else says. I like them on a Carolina rig because they float and they're just getting pushed around constantly. So there you have it. I'll pull it up. I don't know if it's in the field of view of the camera, but that's your Carolina rig. And like I said, the way that I fish a Carolina rig is I drag it to the side, and you can feel rocks really well with that tungsten weight standing alone. And the important thing, because if you're a beginner, you might not think about it, but when you've got a fish hooked on this hook that's a few feet down from the weight, this weight has a really good chance at swinging around and knocking that hook out. So when you set the hook, you'll feel a bite. I find a lot of times they kind of take a little while to eat it, so I give it a few seconds. You reel down all the way, sweep the hook set to the side. Don't hook straight up. That weight's just gonna jar it right back down. You can get one solid pull with that, and I mean, just hammer it, and you got a reel. I would definitely recommend a higher speed gear ratio reel for that. But yeah, that's how you rig a Carolina rig. Thank you so much for watching. I'm loving making these beginner videos because I wish that I would have seen some of this stuff whenever I was a beginner, because even though these are pre-rigged, it's still a learning curve and there's still specs on it that people might not know. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas, drop them in the comments below. But yeah, I'll leave a link to this pre-rig Carolina rig in the description below. And please like and subscribe, guys. Peace.